Prince Harry and Meghan have been winning over the crowds at the Invictus Games in Germany. They're going to be there for the rest of the week, and then they come back home to Los Angeles this weekend. Well, Ross King joins me now. Lovely to see positive headlines and to see both of them doing something that actually, just really positive and really puts the Invictus Games on the map.
Certainly does. There they were in Dusseldorf. Well, you had Meghan, of course, supporting the American team against France in the final of the basketball. She was wearing her country's stars and stripes. And then you saw them cheering on absolutely everyone. But more than that, singing along to Sweet Caroline in the interval as well. Wah, wah, wah. Also, the blazer that she was wearing. Now, this is an interesting thing. You know, we've talked a lot about, like, the other night they were like NSYNC being at the VMAs. And I said it's all about testing the market just to see what the appetite is like. Now, that blazer she's wearing, it actually crashed the J. Crew website.
Really?
Shows you she's got a lot of influence still, a lot of people following. Yeah. We also saw her cuddling a little puppy next to Harry as well. And I think you may want to ask me about a gift, though, because I think this is the big thing.
Yes, tell me about that, because Harry got an unusual present. Tell me all about that.
Yes, an Australian present. What could be more Australian than maybe a cuddly koala or Tim Tams? Which, for those who don't know, it's a biscuit from Australia that I'm now absolutely addicted to. I don't know if you can get them in Britain or anywhere else, but other biscuits are available. Anyway, sidebar there. But what is more Australian than budgie smugglers? Oh yes, that's what he got. Oh. He got, look at the budgie smugglers. They were covered in flags of the world. Some flags bigger than others. Size does matter. 39th birthday tomorrow. And then, of course, as you said, they're coming back stateside this weekend after the Invictus Games, the closing ceremony on Saturday. So, yeah, all good, positive stuff.
Absolutely. He has to wear those for the closing ceremony. He must. He has to. It would be good fun. Oh, geez. Now, look, of course, the strikes in Hollywood, we mustn't forget those strikes are continuing. And lots of big stars have been joining the picket line, haven't they? A lot of them giving their support in a really visible way, obviously, by being there.
Absolutely. We've got the writers on strike, the actors on strike. Margot Robbie, of course, just probably the most famous actor on the planet at the moment, thanks to that small little movie called Barbie, which is Warner Brothers' highest grossing film of all time. She was out there too. And again, I think it's, somebody asked me about this the other day and they thought I was actually joking a little bit. But when I was saying 95% of actors out here earn less than $28,000 a year. Just to put it all into perspective and make people think, wow, they thought it was all these famous people just out there. And of course, they're arguing for more money on the streaming services and also on artificial intelligence. Also interesting as well that Keira Knightley was doing an interview with the Daily Telegraph, and she was talking about the fact that she's going to actually, copyright her face, and then talking about, the fear that actors have over their voices and trying to protect that for the voiceover industry. So it's very interesting times ahead. And of course, for AI, it's definitely going to be around. And again, it's just trying to keep things in control, and that's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, you can understand it, but this shows no signs of going away, this strike. We have to get them talking to one another and get things back to normal, I guess, and a fair deal for everyone. Now, here's the thing, if you're looking for a new job and you happen to be a fan of Taylor Swift or Beyonce.
Absolutely. OK, USA Today, how about this for a gig? You would be their correspondent just for Beyonce or for Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's going to be your job. It requires you to travel as you document the rest. Of course, they've got the tours. They're looking for experienced journalists who can quench the thirst for all things Swiftie and for Beyonce too. Money-wise, not bad at all. How about this? $45,000 to $106,000 of your US dollars. So it's really not a bad gig at all. And of course, if you're a Swiftie reporter, already you would be out there knowing that at the VMAs, she lost one of her rings. But the good news is it was just damaged and the jewelers are putting it back together. So there we are. There's a world exclusive. I'm after the gig already. No job too small.
I know, absolutely. How utterly bizarre. And you're going to have to form some sort of bond with them in order to get access. And that's not going to be easy. Now, just when you thought it was safe, Ross, the Kardashians are back, aren't they?
They are, and this is going to be an interesting one. House of Kardashian. It's a Sky documentary series in 3 parts, starts in October. Now, this is actually done without the Kardashians' approval. So this is going to be very interesting indeed. It's going to reveal a heck of a lot. As we've always said, the only thing about real in reality TV is the word real that's in the title. Nothing else is real, especially when it comes to the girls. Have a look at the trailer for this. It's looking good.
You see, I've never understood the whole Kardashian thing, but that's going to give me such an insight, so I shall, despite myself, I shall be watching that.
I love it.
Ross,
Caitlin,
thank you.
oh my gosh, here we go.
Thank you, Ross. Great to talk
go.
to you. Thank you so much.